Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Loom Detective, and today I'm going to show you how to add handles to your fidget spinner case. So I have 3 different options that you can do, and actually technically 4, because this one you can make it as long as you want. It could be an over-the-shoulder strap or just a little handle like this. So there's those different options, and I will show you how to do each of these in this tutorial, and I'll put the time that each of them comes up. So say you want to do this one, but you don't want to do this one, then I'll tell you what time this one comes up so you can click directly to that one, and vice versa with all of these. So I'll put that down below as well as the band count. And so I'll just show you what each of these is. So this is like I like to think of it as like a purse handle. You don't have to think of it like that, but you make it small or you can make it as big as you want. I made my sister one with a long strap that went over her shoulder. So she hung it over her shoulder, and then she had that little fidget spinner case. So that is one way you can do it, or you can make it short like this one. This one is a finger or belt loop. So you can hold it on your fingers like this, and it sticks like that, and you put your fidget spinner right in there. You can do it on 2 fingers, 3 fingers, depends how big you make it and how big your fingers are. You can also, if you put a C-clip on the end, you can unattach it and attach it to your belt loop, so you can have your fidget spinner on your belts, on the belt loops of your pants, not on your belt. But so this way it'll sit like this on your pants, and that's a really cool way to do it. I thought that'd be a good way for guys who don't really want a little purse handle or an over-the-shoulder handle. Up to you. Girls can do it too. Guys can do any of these. Girls can do any of these. It's just really up to you and what your purpose is in using them. So the third one is just a little wrist strap or a finger strap. So you can hold it in your fingers like this, or you could do it all the way up on your wrist and hold it like that. So I will show you how to make all of these, like I said before, and I have a little sneak peek for you guys, okay? So this is the newest fidget spinner case that I've been working on. So this is not the completed project. This is prototype. Is that what you call it? Prototype? Anyway, this is not the completed thing. This is not the completed case. This is just my first rendition of it. So go ahead and just let me know how you like it. If you have any idea for changes, comment. So, alright, I'm going to show it to you. And drum roll, please. Brrr. It is a panda fidget spinner case. So this is, again, this is my first try on it, so I'm going to tweak it a little bit and make it look different, a little bit different, change a few things, but this is the general idea. So yes, it is a panda, and I think it's really, really cute. I will do a tutorial as soon as I'm finished revising it and figuring out the exact way I want it, but it's got the cute little ears, and it's got the eyes, and I'm very excited about this. So please comment down below how you like this, and if you have ideas for other animal fidget spinner cases. This one was inspired by my sister who loves pandas, and she's like, you should do a panda one. At first I was like, no, that wouldn't work. I don't know how I would do that. That'd be like impossible. And then I just got thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try it, because that would be really, really cute. So so this is the face of a panda, in case you couldn't tell, and I'm really, really tempted to add a tail to the back, because I don't know, just those little tails are so cute, but I don't know, it'd be a face and then a tail, but I don't know, I might do it anyway. So just let me know how you like it, and if you have any ideas or suggestions for other cases. Let me know also if you like the cases or the covers better. Right now I'm more into the cases, as you can tell. So I'm just going to keep coming up with cases unless you guys want something different. And so I think that's it. So now let's go on to the rest of the video. So the supplies you will need to make the wrist strap is you will need your Rainbow Loom fidget spinner case, you will need a Rainbow Loom hook or crochet hook, and you will need rubber bands. Now for this, the rubber band count is different per person, but you will probably need about 50 bands, 50 to 70 bands. So 50 bands is the smaller one. But if you want to make a long wrist strap, like this one's made out of 50 bands, and you can see it's pretty small. So if you want to make a longer one, you will need more bands. But this is the size right here. So I'm going to actually make this a little bit bigger. But if you do 50 bands, it does fit on your wrist. Surprisingly enough, it fits like perfectly. It's like a bracelet on me anyway. And then it'd be like that. But if you want it looser, like hanging down, like more of a looser strap, then you will need more bands. So go ahead and grab your supplies and let's get started. So to make the wrist strap, you're going to start on your case and you're going to go to the edge, okay? Right up here, you're going to attach the strap. So pick which side you want it on. I'm going to do it on this side because I messed up on this side. This is one of my ones that I've messed up on before I perfected it. So you're going to go to this side that you're using. And now what you're going to do is you want it flat so you know where the edges are. And you're going to go, you see right here, this chain right here, that's the middle. So you're going to go to the right of that and stick your hook in there. Okay, so you want it right here. You see how that it has these pieces in between them, so you're just catching the chain. All right, so go ahead and put your hook through there. Now you're going to grab 2 bands, and I like to do the same color as whatever I'm doing there, so in case I mess up or it doesn't look good, it will blend in. So go ahead and just pull that through and put the end on your hook, and then do whatever other colors you're doing. So I'm actually going to do like 2 pinks and then 2 greens. We'll do that. So next color, pull those bands through. And now I used, I believe, 23 of these loops, and that used about 50 bands altogether. So you just really decide how many bands you want to use. Just keep looping it up. Loop up as many bands as you think, and as you get further along, the way to start measuring is you're going to take what you have and you're going to have it twist around, and you can just stick your hook in the next chain right there and you'll see how long it is. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Once I get to the length that I want for my chains, I'll be back and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Alright, so I chained up and I did 30 chains, which means this is 60 bands right here. So that's just what I decided to do mine. Again, you can do smaller, bigger, but the way to find out if this is the size you want it is what you're going to do is you're just going to take your hook, and you know that chain where you put in that, you're going to go on the other side of this little loop right here. So here's where you started, and you're going to go right here and stick your hook in. And this is the size of your chain. So if you keep your hook flush up against the spinner, then that is what the size of your thing will look like eventually, your handle. So you can try it on, see if you like how it fits, if you want it bigger or smaller, and then change it whatever the way you want it. So we're just gonna move on. So once you've figured out the exact size of your strap, we are going to attach it now. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your strap is straight. Okay, so if you just pull it straight out and then you just put your hook. Now we're going to go into the same loop we did just a few minutes ago. So you're going to go the other side of this and go right there, okay? So when you pick it up, you're only getting the top chain. So you're going to put your hook right there, and you're going to I take 2 bands because I want to make sure that it will stay nice and tight. 2 bands, and I do it the same color as the end and this chain. You don't have to, that's just what I do. So, and then pull it through. All right, so now we have to slip knot this. But I don't want the slip knot on the top where everybody will see it, because that does not look very good. Then you have to try to weave it in, and I weave it in anyways, but when it sticks on top, you can still kind of see it. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into this next chain right there, okay, that next little loop, and come through the other side and grab that piece, okay? And now you're going to pull that through and make the slip knot, okay? you're going to do that, and you're like, well, it's on the outside now too. But the trick is, you go on the inside, and you pull it back, because it's partly on the inside, it just ended up on the outside. And then you're going to tighten it. You want to make sure it's nice and tight, because you don't want this to fall off. Okay? Pulled back up out front. So you want to make sure it stays in there, so you're just going to weave it in, but nobody will see the end because it's on the inside. So that's the part that I really like about this. So go ahead and just weave it in. I just go through random loops, grab them and pull it in, and then I just keep going until it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and it should hide it pretty well. But if it pops out, I mean, you can always just go home and weave it in again. So go ahead and just make sure, the more you weave it, the less likely it will come out when you are holding this. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's attached. So I'm just going to zoom out so you can see. So like this. And it's a really, really nice little handle if you don't want a full purse handle, but you don't want like the little finger handle. This is just easy. You can even just use 2 fingers with it and just hold it on your fingers and just walk around with it like that. And now the rubber does hold your spinner, so it shouldn't fall out. But if you're still scared of that, then you can just make a little latch. You just put your hook through the chain, like the chain loop right there, like we did all the other ones, and then you would just chain up a few and then bring it over to the other side and use a C-clip, and you can just attach it and C-clip it on and off for to get it in so it doesn't fall out. But it shouldn't fall out by just doing this. So that is what it looks like, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and comment down below how you liked it, and if you have any suggestions for other ideas, or if you'd like more fidget spinner cases, like the one I showed you at the beginning that I'm working on, if you like more animal ones, then go ahead and put that down below as well. Just go ahead and comment and let me know which one of these is your favorite too. So comment, comment, comment. I love reading your guys' comments. And also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified each time I post a video, go on my page and there should be a little bell on next to my name or next to the subscribe button. It's one of those, and go ahead and click it, and they will send you an email every time I upload a video, so that way you won't miss any of them. So I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for my next video. I'll see you guys then. Bye! So to make the finger handle or the belt loop handle, you will need your Rainbow Loom fidget spinner case, your Rainbow Loom hook or crochet hook, and then you will also need rubber bands. So the total bands you will need is 23. Now I'm doing 2 colors. So my first color is the one that you start out with and end with, and that you use 13 bands. And then your second color is 10 bands. And I'll put the band length, bleh. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. I will put the band count down below, so you can go ahead and check that out. And then there's an optional C-clip, because if you want to do this as a belt loop, then you will want to have a C-clip so you can take it on and off. So go ahead and grab your supplies and let's get started. Alright, so go ahead and get your case, and we're going to put this handle, I'm going to put mine in this row right here. So you can really decide what row you want to put yours on. I like to put mine on the back, so I also figure out which side I like better. I like this side better. So this is going to be the back. And you can see on this one, you can kind of see where the colors of my bands like kind of came together, the different rows. So I have this as my back, so figure out your back and then figure out where you want the handle. I put mine directly in the middle, but I'm not really exactly sure what row that is. Let's see. If you count the first one, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I put mine on the 5th row, but it's up to you. Go ahead and do whatever row you'd like. So you're going to go over to the left side. This is where I start. And you see, like, in here, there's these little holes in between each chain. So you're going to go in this hole and then through the other side, and you're going to pop up right there. So really you're just catching this little chain that's going through. Just catching the chain. So you're put your hook through that. And I'm taking my first color, which I have as the same color as this stripe. Now I'm doing that because I want the first and the last one to kind of blend in a little more. So that way, if they don't look as nice, then you won't really tell because it's the same color. So that's just my preference, but up to you. Do whatever you think. So you're going to take 2 bands of that first color. You're going to pull them through that chain that you have. Okay, and then put the ends on your hook. All right, so now we're just going to start chaining up. You take 2 bands of the next color, pull it through, and then I have my bands on the wrong side. All right, there we go. And then 2 bands more, and you're going to keep chaining until you have your last color. You should have 3 of your first color left. I didn't actually count the chains. I probably should have, but if you just keep following this, then you'll figure out how many to do. I'm just doing it till my bands are done because I had them counted out beforehand. So you can make this this handle smaller or bigger. Doesn't matter. Depends on your finger size or if you like it looser or tighter. Now this will stretch out. So the looser you make it, if you try it on and it's really loose now, you're going to want to make it a little smaller just because it does stretch out. Rubber bands, they stretch out. So you got to be careful with that unless you want to remake it. All right, so I have 3 bands left. So what you're going to do, you're going to take the last chain, you're going to pull that through. All right, so that's my last chain right there, and it's the same color as this. So if you are doing this as the belt loop, you're going to take your C-clip, and you're just going to, I pinch the bottom of the bands, pull it off, and then attach it to that C-clip right there, here, and here. There we go. And now we're just going to attach it to the second chain in because we want it to match this side. So you're going to just bring it here. Now if you have a monster tail C-clip, that would probably be better for this because it'll hold more bands. And you're just going to clip it onto here. Now if you can get all 4 bands of that chain on there, then that is the best because it's the sturdiest and it will match the other side. Okay, so you see that? And then you can just push it down to make it a little flatter if you don't want it sticking up as much. And so this way you can use it as a finger handle and as a belt loop because you'll just clip it and unclip it. So it's a little tricky to put them back on, but it is worth it, definitely. All right, so that's what you do if you do the belt loop. Now, if you're wanting to do the permanent one, then just keep watching, and I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick. I'm just going to take off these C-clips. All right, this C-clip. All right, so if you're wanting to do the more permanent one, then you have your last chain, and you have 1 band left over. Okay, so you're going to go into the second chain in. So this is the first chain and the second chain, so I go in between it right there. So you're going to pull off this end first. So you have this one end on here. Stick it through that chain and up through it again, just like we did on the other side. And this time you're going to put the other band right there. Okay, so it should look like this with the chain in the middle and then the 2 ends of those rubber bands right there. All right, take 1 more band, pull it through all of those bands. Okay, and now we have to hide this last band because this is going to be our Slipknot. So what I did was I just went in, you see you're still holding it on 2 hands, and I go into this next little chain and I just put my hook through, and now I'm going to go up through this chain. So it's the next chain down, the blue one, and I'm just, oh, we don't want the orange one, the blue one, and I'm just going to stick my end right there. Okay, now you grab it with your hook and you pull it through, and it might help if you look on the inside. Okay, so you can see your loop, and now I'm trying to pull it through my end loop. But you see all of those it has to go through. Okay, so just keep pulling it through. Pull it through all of those bands till you get to there. And then you're going to slip knot it like that. And then go on the inside. Stretch your bands, and you're going to pull that slip knot inside. Okay, because it doesn't look very good if you have the slip knot on the outside. So you pull it in, and then you can just easily weave it through. You just pick a spot and then pull the band through, and you just go ahead and do that till the end is gone. Or you can even leave it, because this is just the inside. No one's going to see it. But that way, it secures it very, very nicely, and it's pretty sturdy. If you want to do 2 bands for the slip knot, you could do that too. That'd be extra sturdy. But this is what it looks like, and you see it matches on both sides because we did it like that. And so this is how much space is between the handle and then the actual spinner. So you can easily fit your fingers in there. And if you have smaller fingers, you probably could fit like 3 or... Oh wait, I think I can fit 3 too, but it will stretch it out if you have bigger fingers than that. So that is what this handle looks like. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe, and also comment down below which handle was your favorite, because I'd love to hear all about it. And also if you want me to make the monogramming tutorial to do your initials on it, because I'm kind of excited about that, but I'm not sure if you guys want it or what. So go ahead and just comment down below and let me know. And I think that's it. So go ahead and stay tuned for my next video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye! So to make the long purse-like, the strap, the long one over the shoulder, or just like a small strap that goes from this end all the way over to this end, you will need your Rainbow Loom fidget spinner case. You will need your hook and a bunch of bands. So to make the long over-the-shoulder strap, you will need about 300 bands, and that is a lot of bands. So if you want to do the long one, then that's fine. For this video, I'm going to do a shorter one. So if you want a shorter one, you just like the style of it starting here and ending here, then you can totally do that. I'm probably going to do one that's about 100 bands. So it's going to be hopefully like this. It's just like a little strap, a little handle that you can use. So you can use from 100 to 300 or even more if you want it longer. So go ahead and get all of your colors that you're wanting to use. And I'm actually using white in there too. I forgot to put it in there. So what I'm doing for this one is I'm doing rainbow, which is the colors of this, with white, because that is the color I'm going to do the monogramming in. So when you mix the color that you're going to do the monogramming with the handle, I feel like it ties the monogramming color in, because you can't do the monogramming color the same color as the case, because if you do, it won't stand out and it'll blend in. So that is why I'm adding white, and I'm probably going to do every other one or every couple ones I'm going to put the white in there just to make it pretty obvious. But I will be making a shorter handle on this, but you can make it as long as you like. So go ahead and grab all your supplies and let's get started. Alright, so you have your case and your hook. So we're going to start out and we're going to go to one of the sides, and I like to start on the side that has the transitioning. So you can see the transition all the way up there. I start on this side just because if you look right there, you see that loop right there? That one is the perfect loop to start on because it's right at the edge and you know exactly where it is. So I'm going to start in that loop. So actually we're going to start on this one right here. Okay, so you take that loop and you want to move next to it because we're trying to catch this chain right here. Because if you do on this loop, it will pull this up and it has a little bit of a weird shape. So I'm going to move next to it and start right here. So you want to see if you want it to be perfectly in the middle. So you try to find the side that is in the most middle. Does that make sense? So for me, the most middle would be, yeah, I'd say it'd be right here. So I take the go into this little space and you pick up So you have that chain on there, and you're going to take 2 bands of your first color. So like I said in the other ones, I use the first color as whatever color I have right there. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't think of the words to say. So you're going to take 2 bands and pull through, and then put the end on your hook. And I'm actually going to do the same color again. I'm going to try to do a different color pattern. And then go ahead and pull those through. So you're just going to start chaining however many you want to put on your handle. So if you're doing the long handle, this does take a little bit of time, a lot of time. So go ahead and just start chaining until you have it as long as you want. And so I'm going to keep chaining, and I'll be back once I'm done with the length of my strap. Okay, so I made mine the length that I want it, and so right now I did 32 chains. So with each chain being double bands, that's 64 bands. So that's what I used, and I think it actually looks really cute. It's just a little small handle that is like this, and I think it looks really cute. So I'm only going to make it this big. You can make it as big as you want, again, or as small as you want. So I'm going to do one more set of chains in the color, same color as this, because I wanted it to blend in and not stick out. Now, if you don't want to have to do like the weaving in process, you can just take a C-clip and attach a C-clip to your last loop and then attach it to a loop on here, and that would be fine. That works fine. But I'm going to attach this so it's more of a permanent thing. So what you're going to do is you're going to make sure your case is flat and straight, and you're going to straighten out your I can't remember what to call it, your strap right here. So, and you're going to move your hook down this way and this way, okay? So you want your hook to be like that. So go ahead and just set it down on the ground. And now you're going to figure out where you want to put it. So, let me see. I'm going to put it, this one's up a little more towards the front than halfway, so I'm going to do it on the back. So I want to put mine in. The middle loop is right here, so I'm going to put mine right there. So you figure out where you're going to put it. Remember, we want to catch the top chain. And you are going to get this hook, and it's already facing the right way, so go ahead and leave it there. And grab that place where you were going to stick it in, which, let me see, it was right here. Let's go ahead and put it in, and now you have that piece hooked up, that chain at the top hooked up. And so now you're going to take those 2 bands of the same color as your top, and you're going to grab them and pull them through all of those bands that you have, okay? So that's hooked through all of those. So now you're going to, you can use another band for a Slipknot, or you can use these, which I'm going to use these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my hook into the next chain, and I'm still holding the other end, and stick that end right there, okay? And now I'm going to grab that end and pull through and make a slip knot, all right? And now you're going to reach in on the inside, and you're going to twist it around so the actual part right there that looks like the slip knot is inside. Okay, so that is right there, and you see this is attached. And now I'm going to just weave these ends in so they don't end up sticking out. So you just go through a random loop and pull those bands through. And this is why you want it to be the same color as the top, as this color right here. Man, I just can't talk today. So go ahead and just finish weaving that through on the inside. You can weave it down, depending on your color pattern. I like to keep my slip knot in the same color, not pull it through, like I wouldn't pull it through the orange or the yellow down there. You don't want to do that because it'll show. So there we have it, and that's attached, just like that. So that is how you attach that handle, and that is what that one looks like. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and please give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Also, click the little bell on my channel page next to the subscribe button. I think it's next to the subscribe button, but if you hit that notification bell, then it'll send you an email or a notification every time I upload a video, so that way you won't miss any of them. So this is the end of this part of the tutorial, and go ahead and do the other, see, I can't talk again. Do the other straps, and on your different fidget spinner cases, figure out which one's your favorite, and go ahead and comment down below. Let me oh my goodness. Let me know which one you like the best. Maybe I should just talk slowly. That might be it. Maybe if I talk slowly. Okay. So go ahead and comment down below if you have any requests. That's really weird. Okay. If you have any requests, or if you like more cases like the one I showed you in the beginning that I'm working on, if you like more animals, tell me which animal you'd like to see one of, and go ahead and just let me know down below, and comment. I love to read you guys' comments. So I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!